gamer tag is pretty awesome, so we'll stick with him. He's actually taking it very slow for this particular hardpoint, but his team is doing a good job of actually moving up there. He seems to be playing the anchor role for his team, but let's move on to someone who's actually doing something here. It is HovakitZ, which is actually doing some work here with the MSMC near that hardpoint. Unfortunately, his team is not on it, so XGN is doing a good job of actually gathering those points on this middle street hardpoint right now, Dirk. Looking really good for the map control for XGN as well. They're actually doing a pretty good job, and I'm looking forward to seeing how XGN does respond, and they do respond really well by taking the lead here 10-6 and climbing right now for XGN. Looking really good for them so far. XGN needs to regroup.
Yeah, definitely. I think Gambit is definitely going to be one of those players to watch. A little bit of history on this. I believe he is a semi-pro Halo player. He did retire and then moved to Call of Duty. I think that is what it says in his Twitter bio, if I do remember correctly. So that's just something to keep in mind. So I'm looking for Gambit to try to make some big plays because he is a hell of a Call of Duty player as well. And look at that. He was able to pick up 2 kills there, but does get taken out. So it's going to be Nubs gone wild inside of the hill holding it down. They are currently down, but not that much, though. But so I'm going to keep in mind, who was that with the... all right, John. I'm going to quickly switch over to XGN. Go on board with Havak. Havak? Is that how you say it? HovakitZ?
HovakitZ. It looks like HovakitZ.
Okay. All right, yeah, Havak. He's using an LMG with dual band, and that is something that we did see Fizzard bring out at UMG Dallas, and they did end up winning that whole event. So this weapon is something not to be messed with. A lot of people are just like, oh, LMGs, it's not even funny or any of this. It's not skillful. I think he's using overkill as well. Yep, he is. He's using overkill with an MSMC, so no quick draw or anything. So he's going to be able to take out teams from long range as well as short range. But right now, XGN doing such an excellent job in this hardpoint.
Yeah, absolute excellent dominant performance by XGN. Apparently that tough talk over there in the chat didn't work out for them, but right now it is XGN Justin, excuse me. I think that's how you pronounce it. Either way, Justin KR is over there in the hardpoint. He does get taken down, unfortunately for him, but it's noticed Dreamz, who's actually moving up mid-street to try to get to the market because they spawned way far away from that market hardpoint. And like you said before, the thing about Yemen hardpoint that makes it so incredible is that you have to be anchoring very well. I mean, you have to anchor better than you have in your entire life to do well on a hardpoint on Yemen, because if you spawn out, you're screwed. You're so far from the action that it really impedes you. And right now, it is noticed Dreamz that's doing a good job of actually trying to anchor for his team, but he does go down. And right now, they are doing a dominant performance as far as getting the time on those hard points, and that's why they're winning 95-30 right now, Dirk. Great performance by XGN right out of the gate.
Yeah, definitely. So let's go on board with Gambit. He is inside of the hill right now for his team, kind of playing that little OBJ role, and he is so close to that Hellstorm missile. So if he picks up a few more kills, he is going to be able to get that. But now, look, the front is wide open. It's going to be HovakitZ trying to get ready to make a push inside. But then, look, they could go for a pinch here if they really wanted to. They may be setting up for that, and they are. Straight as one of us about to jump up, and it's going to be Gambit picking up the kill coming from the front. Now someone's going to come from behind him, and he is going to get shut down. 1 kill off of his streaks. So it's going to be XGN Ersa getting inside of the hill, trying to hold it down for the squad right now. And just like that, we're going to see XGN take over this hill right now. Currently 3 inside of it. Now somebody keep in mind, the next hill is going to be completely wide open down at that statue area. So I'm going to scroll through the players, see if any of them do have streaks. And nobody does have streaks. The closest person is MrBio. So we're going to have to keep an eye on him, doing an excellent job of the OBJ role for his team. Currently, 4 captures, 0 defense. So not really many defense coming from both teams. If you do look at the scoreboard, literally 1 to each team, and that is all. So it's a tightly contested battle, but the game is going to be XGN who's going to be able to break the 100-point mark first. So they're going to have a pretty comfortable lead going into this hill. But look at HovakitZ right now. 2 kill streaks, still using that LMG. That's his most favorable thing, and he is going off of that.
Absolutely going bonkers off the wall with that LMG, and that's what those LMGs do. They slow you down, but that firepower makes up for it, and it's a great appearance by MrBio right there. Look at him, just holding it down. That's how you're supposed to use an LMG, as basically just holding down those hard points. But this one is a crazy one because it's out in the open. MrBio is making it look easy, though. He switches to the M8, tries to pick up the kill, and does pick up the kill, Dirk. MrBio is basically a jack of all trades. He can use an LMG. He has an overkill loadout with an SMG, and then he picks up an M8 and just melts someone face off. This is insane. I can't even talk, man. Dirk, this is just a crazy, crazy match. Look at this score going up, and it's going all over the place. This is going to be a close match of Hardpoint.
Yeah, it definitely is. So right now, I'm still on board with Havoc. He still does have that LMG, but just look at this. Vice is slowly starting to pull themselves back into this match right now on this hill. And we always talk about this. This middle hill is one of those hills that is always going to be contested no matter what. But great plays. They're taking an advantage. They know he has the LMG with that dual band, and they know that if they do get an EMP, he's not going to be able to have any sort of reticle that he can shoot from. So they are just launching EMPs at him. He does not have hardwired on either, so he's not going to be able to counteract that unless he does put that on. So it's really smart. It's the little things that make it like smart by Vice is doing that. They know that he has LMG, so they're just launching it back there, and that's what they're doing. They're just getting the EMPs just to make sure he can't aim, and that is basically going to eliminate that. You can still hit your shots, but it's going to be a hell of a lot harder. But let's look at the map right now. See who's first on the rotation. It is going to be Vice's right now. Nubs is going to be inside of the hardpoint. He does have a Hellstormer, so he's going to be able to use, and he is fully streaked out by getting those 200 points from this hill. So look for Nubs to try to get, hopefully they do have good streak management. That is something that is also very, very, very important. But now look where Vice is spawning out. They're spawning super far out, so it's going to be crucial that MrBio stays alive inside of this hill right now, and the pinch does come in, and they are able to take him out. So just like that, XGN is going to be able to take control of this hill.
Yeah, XGN doing a good job on this hard point, and right now it's forcing Vices to most likely use some kill streaks. Most likely the War Machine is try to contest, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's shooting them with that War Machine, but he unfortunately wastes ammunition because that enemy did have Black Jacket, which is something you will see on Yemen Hardpoint quite a bit. So right now, I'm on board with Nubs Gone Wild, who's making his way up into this hill, or closer to this hill, so that he could get that jump on the market right now, and he's making his way up. Great plays by him. He does pick up a kill and retreats to the mid-street area to make sure no one's coming up that way so that he can pick up those kills. And right now it's Vices, that needs to be able to contest, hold that hard point if they want to take this lead.
Definitely so. We do see Gambit's on hill. Gambit's going to pick up a nice shank right there, and he is holding it down currently for Team Vices right now. While everybody in their team, they are still getting the good spawns. That is something to keep in mind. The spawns are kind of split. Some are spawning at the statue, some are spawning at the last treehouse hardpoint. So Vice is doing an excellent job, and now they are going to take the lead as hill. Still 28 seconds left. Now, wouldn't be surprised. Look, oh my goodness, look where one-arm assassin just spawned. He literally spawned right to the next hardpoint. This is basically just going to give them the luxury of spawning here, because if you hold this down, this is so hard to break. And I don't believe anyone on XGN has a War Machine, and the War Machine is kind of the ticket to breaking this hill. So if Vices gets set up in there, gets people with Flak Jacket, gets some trophy systems in there, they're going to be good to go. But Nubs Gone Wild does have that War Machine, so look for him to try to break this hill with that right now. But he does get taken out. So such a close game. 1 minute 45 left. This is a huge hill.
Yeah, absolutely monstrous. That's what it is, because this one will really determine which team can pull away with a lead and a win. And right now the score is close to being tied once again, and we see that XGN Havoc is actually using that LMG once again, trying to stay alive, but he does get killed from behind, so his effort does fall short. And right now it is Vices that takes a lead once again, or will take a lead, because they are holding down to that hard point like they're getting paid to do so, and they actually might be getting paid to do so in this tournament if they keep playing this well. So good job by them, and look at the score going back and forth. It's XGN that makes it back inside that church hard point, and right now they're regaining the lead, and they retake the lead 10 points and climbing right now. So XGN showing they do not want to lose this match, and Vices has their work cut out for him on the next rotation.
Yeah, definitely so. This next hill is going to be the deciding factor for this game. 40 seconds left, so it's going to be crucial that Vices does pick up a majority of this time. But I'm on board with MrBio right now. Was able to pick up the LMG that Havoc was using, and he's just going to be keeping an eye on the flank, making sure nobody does come. So all the pressure is going to be applied from the market Hardpoint right now, and Vice is doing an excellent job of staying inside. But Gambit does get taken out. He was the man inside, and they're really important that they do get into this hill unflooded. Look at one of our stats going huge inside the hill, picking up a 3-piece right there, and now the Hellstorm and Lightning Strike is going to come in, and he's going to be able to pick up 4 kills. I'm not sure if any of those were on his teammate, but right now look at Gambit. He's inside the hill, just needs to stay alive right now. 9 seconds, and they are just about to take this. still, and they are gonna take this. XGN really needs to contest right now, and they're not gonna be able to get it. 2 seconds left, and now we're gonna get another second game. No, it is gonna be Vice taking this. Oh my goodness. They are gonna take this Hardpoint. What a great game right there that we did just see. They're gonna win by 3 seconds. Mark, I thought we were gonna have another tie, but Vice's Mr. Gambit, I called it. Players watched, stayed alive inside of that Hardpoint. Excellent play by him. Vice's takes map number 1. What a great way to start off a series.